All of those I could probably find at the library, let's be real. But anyway, moving on. I think this shelf might be a bloodbath. So I think I'm probably just like a floating head, but it's fine. Hello everybody, it's Sara, welcome back. Today I'm coming at you with an unhaul. So today I decided that I wanted to go through all of my shelves and decide which books I want to keep and which ones I want to donate or sell. And I've been thinking about doing this for a while because I was actually supposed to move out of my parents' house this year, and sadly it seems like it's not going to happen. I was supposed to move out during the summer, and then we found an apartment, but it was only available in the fall, and then it got pushed back, and now it seems that we're actually going to probably move out in the spring, my friend and I. So yeah, I was thinking on waiting until I was closer to, you know, the big move to do this unhaul so that I wouldn't have to bring all of those books over to my apartment with me. So I've been waiting and waiting for the right moment, but now I don't want to wait until like February or March to do this. I want to do it now because there are definitely a couple of books here that I don't necessarily want on my bookshelves anymore, not because I hate them or because they were terrible, but just, you know, because I don't think I'm going to reread them ever, so I don't know if there's a point in just keeping them. So yeah, I thought I would just go through my bookshelves and declutter them with all of you today so that when I finally move, I'm going to be ready. So I think we're going to start at the top and go down to the bottom and just see like whichever books I don't want. And I kind of want to be like harsh. I want to be, you know, straight with myself and try to really remove everything that I know I'm not going to reread them. That is mainly what I'm basing my opinion on. Like if I have a book and I don't think I'm ever going to reread it, I really don't see the point of keeping it. If it's not like a favorite, I don't necessarily want to have it on my shelves. That's really like my main criteria, or if I just didn't really enjoy it. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So without any further ado, let's just start. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm also very excited. So anyway, let's begin. So we're going to start at the top, like I said. So I'm just going to put that like this. All right. So I think I'm actually going to get rid of Warbreaker by Brandon Sanderson. This one really isn't my favorite by him. I don't think that the plot and the story was that great, or like it was a little bit forgettable for me, and also there was like, you know, just a sprinkle of sexism in there that really didn't make me enjoy it. So I really don't think that I'm going to reread it ever in my life. I'm obviously not going to get rid of any of my Jane Austen books because I love all of them. I'm going to get rid of Mrs. Dalloway by Virginia Woolf because I read it and didn't really enjoy it. I don't really enjoy Virginia Woolf's fiction books, which is kind of sad because I did really love A Room of One's Own. That's like one of my favorite essays of all time. But her fiction, I just don't really vibe with it, so not gonna keep Mrs. Dalloway, sadly. It's a very pretty edition, but I'm never gonna reread it, so why should I keep it? Okay, so that was the top shelf. Now let's move on to this shelf, which actually I'm not gonna do anything about this shelf. These are not going anywhere. Okay. Then on this side, we have the exact same situation. Am I going to get rid of any of my Louise Penny's books? No. She is one of my faves, so all of these are fine. They're safe. They're staying here. Then moving along, we have this shelf, which is mainly V. Schwab. It's V. Schwab and Samantha Shannon. There's nothing else on there. And I think because I'm trying to be, you know, I'm trying to be strict with myself, I'm going to get rid of The Dark Vault because hello, I've read it, I enjoyed it when I read it, but honestly I doubt I will ever reread this book. It definitely, like, it wasn't my favorite of her books. It's so weird. It's weird to like unhaul a V. Schwab book. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna reread it ever in my lifetime. And if I do, I can probably find it at the library. I mean, all of those I could probably find at the library, let's be real. But anyway, moving on. I could also probably unhaul this Savage song and Our Dark Duet, but Actually, no, I'm gonna keep them just in case. Just in case I ever want to reread them. I mean, if there's a possibility, I'm not gonna just like throw them away, right? I'm gonna keep them for now, and I guess we'll see later down the road. And then I'm not gonna get rid of The Bone Season. It's one of my new favorite series of all time, and I'm not gonna get rid of Priory of the Orange Tree because it's good. Then if we slide over, oh god, I don't think I'm gonna get rid of anything over here. I think I'm gonna keep all of those. I mean, I didn't really enjoy the Jane Austen Society, but no, I think I'm gonna keep it. You can't even see my face. I think I'm gonna keep all of those books. So yeah, I think for now we're good. Maybe I'll come back to this one later. I think for now we're okay. Okay, so let me plop down here. Oh my god, you can you can probably barely see my face. Hold on. Okay, I think that's probably better. Who knows? Okay, so here I have, first of all, my eggplant plushie. This is Régine l'Aubergine, or Régine the Aubergine, if you want to say it with an English accent. She is my pride and joy. I love her so much. Let's just plop her right over here. I think this shelf might be a bloodbath. I think I'm gonna get rid of The Silence of the Girls, which is very sad because this is like such a stunning book. But honestly, it was good, but I don't think that it's like my favorite Greek mythology retelling. I don't think I'm gonna keep this one. I'm gonna put it on the unhaul pile for now. I am going to get rid of Last Night in Montreal by Emily St. John Mandel because it was good, but it also didn't blow me away, and I don't think I'm gonna reread it. Basically, all of my reasons are going to be the same for all of those books. Same thing for American Royals. This is an ARC, which is pretty exciting. I didn't receive that. I got it at work. Nobody sent this to me. I'm not that cool. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna keep on going with this series. So I'm not gonna keep it. I would get rid of The Shadow of the Wind because I absolutely hated this book, which I know is an unpopular opinion, but I actually ripped out some pages to put in my reading journal out of this book because, once again, I don't care about it. So like, I just took out some pages to make some like aesthetic spreads. So I can't really either sell it or donate it because there are pages missing from the book. So we're not gonna do that to anyone. I am going to get rid of the CD of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty, which really makes me sad because I really wanted to enjoy this series, but sadly I did not really. So yeah, I'm gonna get rid of it, and that's also very sad because I bought this like not too long ago. I bought it when I read it for the first time in like August? Was it August or July? Something like that. So like, it hasn't been long on my shelves, but I'm never gonna reread this series. I haven't even finished it, so yeah. Then the next shelf is this one. Okay, let's begin. I hope you can actually see my face. I don't know, but I think so. I think I'm probably just like a floating head, but it's fine. I am definitely gonna get rid of Greenwood because I read this book, I think for the, was it for the Owls this year? I think so. It was during a readathon and I did enjoy it, but also it didn't really blow me away, so gotta get rid of that one because I don't think I'm ever going to reread it. Do I want to get rid of Girls of Paper and Fire? I don't know. Let's keep on going. I'm going to get rid of We Hunt the Flame. Ooh. I really wanted to read this book. I was so excited when I got it at Christmas. I really was excited to read it, and then I read it and it was just fine. So I don't think I'm gonna keep it. I feel so bad, but yeah, no, I don't. It's no, not gonna happen. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna keep Girls of Paper and Fire for now because I've been thinking about maybe reading the second book because Izzy from Izzy's Busy Reading keeps on talking about this series and she really loves it. So you know what? I'm gonna keep it just in case. For now, I think we're pretty good, except for the 5th season. I think sadly, I am going to get rid of this book because I read the entire trilogy and I really wanted to love it once again, but my favorite book was actually this one. So that's why I bought it, because I thought after reading it that I was really going to enjoy the rest of the trilogy. But like the second book and the third book just didn't blow me away once again, and I feel so bad because so many people love N.K. Jemisin. Please don't hate me. Please don't hate me. There was a spark missing for me, so I don't think I'm ever going to reread this trilogy. So I'm sorry, but I'm gonna get rid of this one because I'm not going to buy the other two books. So like, why would I just keep the first book? Like, I don't see the point. Okay. And then the last book I think that I'm going to get rid of is sadly The Mercies by Kieran Millwood Hargrave. This book is so freaking gorgeous. But it's another one of those that I read and enjoyed in the moment, but I don't think I'm ever going to reread it. So it's gonna go. Okay. Ooh, here we are. This is my Harry Potter and Philip Pullman shelf, kind of. And I'm gonna get rid of these two boys because honestly, this book, I read it also this year and it was so boring, like so boring. I really doubt that I will ever reread this book. Honestly, actually, I know I'm never going to reread it, like it's not going to happen. And I haven't read The Secret Commonwealth, but I'm also going to get rid of it because this first book was so bland that I just really don't want to read this one. So goodbye to those. This is so annoying because if it wasn't for J.K. Rowling, I would 100% keep all of those. I would keep all of those and I would be very happy. So like, love that for me, love that for us, love that J.K. Rowling did that to all of us. But anyway, I am probably going to get rid of most of these except my original set that I have here, which is the French set. But yeah, other than that, I'm probably, you know what? Let's just do it already. So I'm gonna get rid of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, even if this is one of the most gorgeous books that I own. I love this book so much. It's so freaking pretty, like the foil and all of that, but I don't need it. I never actually read this one, or actually, yeah, I probably read it like once or twice, or like, you know, flipped through my favorite scenes, but I'm never gonna read that again. So anyway, even if it's very pretty, even if it wasn't for this shit show, I would probably just get rid of it because I don't need it. Oh my god, I'm also going to keep this one though, because this is a London souvenir. I bought this in London in 2017, and yeah, I'm gonna keep it because I associate it with my London trip, so I'm going to keep this one. I'm probably gonna get rid of my wand. This is my Hermione wand, and I'm probably just gonna get rid of that, probably sell it on Marketplace or something like that. Anyway, we're gonna move on now. This next shelf is also another one that is kind of half empty, and I honestly don't know if it will be interesting to you because it's mainly French books. But the first one that I see here is actually an English one, and it's Feminist Thinkers and the Demands of Femininity, the Lives and Work of Intellectual Women. And I actually never read this book. It was given to me by a friend because somebody gave it to her and she doesn't read English, so she gave it to me. But yeah, I've had it on my shelf for like, what, 3 years at this point, I think, so I don't think it's gonna happen, so I'm not gonna keep that one. This is Fun Home by Alison Bechdel. This is a French edition. If I was ever to reread this one, I would probably read it in English. That's why I'm getting rid of it. And then the next two books that I have here, it's kind of the same thing, but I honestly doubt that I would ever read them. It's The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. This one is in French, and it's also a very interesting cover choice. Anyway, and also this one, which is Elias Grace in English. So yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to reread those. Just Margaret Atwood as a whole is an author that I'm not that interested in anymore. And then, oh my god, I have To the Lighthouse by Virginia Woolf, also in French, that I also think I'm not going to reread, because once again, I don't really care for Virginia Woolf's fiction, sadly. I wish I did, but I do not. And then, what else do we have here? Oh my god, I have Home by Toni Morrison. This is so tiny. I had forgotten how tiny this is. And same thing, if I were ever to reread it, I would probably reread it in English. So down here I have a couple more French books, and from what I can tell, I have The Odyssey by Homer in French, and it's like this very obviously short version that I had to buy for school at some point. I don't think I'm ever going to reread this. I don't think I'm going to reread this one. This is the, oh, how's it called in English? It is called The Unbearable Lightness of Being in English, and yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to reread that one. I already read it twice for school, and honestly, I doubt I ever will touch it again. So, you know, that's pretty much it for, oh my god, no, I have another one. This is Germinal by Émile Zola. I also do not think I'm going to reread this ever again in my life, which is, I mean, it was just so long, and it's one of those French classics that they make you read at like university or in high school, and it just, you know, it was an experience. Would I do it again? No. I just realized while going through all of those and removing them from my bookshelves that at least half, if not most of those, are books that I bought around this time of the year last year, which really goes to show that I should not buy books if I haven't read them. So yeah, I guess that's the lesson of this video. So now I definitely have a lot of holes in those bookshelves, but it's fine because they are one day going to be filled with all of my favorite books, and that's the best feeling in the world. So that was actually kind of nice. A little bit sad, but also kind of nice. But anyway, I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye! I am so going to drop all of them.